here to talk to you about your posterior chain, which gets neglected when we spend so much time seated, which we're all doing currently in front of the TV, on our couches, in front of our computers. So we're going to work on that posterior chain a little bit, work on the hamstrings, work on the glutes, making your way down ever so gently. Give yourself a nice big inhale at the top, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling, and we'll scoop all the way back down, coming to our backs for bridge work. Feet are going to be in parallel to start, all 10 toes facing away. Let the hands rest at your sides, and maybe your heels just about meet up with your longest finger. Letting those arms rest down on the floor, we'll take an inhale to prepare. And as we exhale, curling the tailbone up, rolling up nice and slow with control, one vertebra at a time, peeling the spine off. Working incrementally through the spine. Give yourself a big inhale at the top, and as you exhale, melt it all the way back down. Tailbone will be the last thing to touch. Tailbone's going to be the first thing to lift up again. Curling the tailbone up, rolling towards the rib cage. There he goes. Taking a big inhale at the top and exhale to melt it all the way back down, keeping the knees pointed towards the ceiling. Now maybe your bridge doesn't get all the way up to the shoulder blades. That's fine. You can take it up to the waistband of the pants, and I'm still really squeezing into my glutes. My hamstrings are working hard. You're just taking it to that tiny bridge. So everyone's going to work within their own range of motion. Let's try flexing through the feet, curling the toes back so they're looking at you, and we'll work on that bridge some more. Peeling the spine off. Big inhale at the top, big exhale, melting it all the way back down. So you're going to work this way as well. It's going to feel a little different in your body. Let's try taking the balls of the feet to the mat, lifting through the arches, lifted through the heels. Let's work this time with our flat back bridge or our hinge. Shooting those hips up high as we exhale, we squeeze the glutes, we tap the tush back down, we lift, we tap, we lift. Tap, taking them up high, taking them down low. Let's lift for 3, for 2, last one. Now hanging out up here, we can drop the heels and lift the heels. Letting those feet move a little bit. They're in our shoes all day, or maybe nowadays in our slippers all day, and they're just clomping around. We can bring some articulation into that foot. Be a little challenging. And I'm holding my bridge this whole time, static hold. Next time the heels are down, we'll leave them down. How about a tiny pelvic tuck? We'll drop the tush just an inch. Hey, it's Gertrude just had a birthday. And there goes Claude. It's a cat parade while you bridge. Tiny little pelvic tuck. Dropping the tush, lifting to squeeze. Let's hold it up at the top a little bit longer. I don't want to take the caboose all around town. Bringing those hips around every which way. And now reversing that circle, taking it around the other way. Taking a big inhale at the top, and as you exhale, let's melt the spine all the way back down. Coming into a little figure 4 stretch, we'll cross one ankle over the knee. Bringing that bottom leg in towards us, maybe a gentle rock side to side if that feels good too. And if you've got the flexibility to reach the other leg up high, coming into a more intense stretch with this leg that's resting on the other leg. You can apply a little pressure gently to this thigh. Flexing through the foot that's resting on your knee, be kind to your joints. And we'll switch it out. So brand new ankle over the knee, flexing through the foot, reaching in, grabbing that bottom leg in towards you, intensifying your stretch, maybe applying a little gentle pressure to this leg that's resting on the other knee. And we'll release that leg from its stretch. I'm always a big fan of our single leg bridge work. Let those feet come together so your base of support is more centered. Arms are at your sides, palms are facing down. Let's lift up into our bridge one more time. And I'd like to extend one leg towards the ceiling. We'll bring it back to the mat. We'll take the other leg towards the ceiling and bring it back to the mat. But keep the tush lifted the whole time. A lot of variations that you can be doing with these bridges. You can be working with a single leg bicycle. Make sure you don't forget to bicycle home. Make sure both legs get a turn. And reversing that. You can work with a long lever, dropping the leg down towards the mat, lifting up high. You can even take this single leg work into what that hinge back bridge, tapping and lifting and tapping and lifting. Let's go ahead and bring that leg back to the mat. I want to come back to that first leg, and we'll work a little bit with our bicycles. And reversing that bicycle. Extending that leg up high for that long lever, lowering and lifting. Staying steady through the hips. Both hips level in line with one another. Let's try that flat back bridge, tapping and lifting and tapping and lifting. Bringing that foot back to the mat, dropping the tush back down, making our way up gently. Let's go ahead and walk those feet out a little bit. We'll reach the arms up over the chest, taking a big inhale. As you exhale, curling up head, neck, and shoulders, grab hold of the backs of those thighs gently. Keep the belly scooped in. Now let's roll ourselves up gently. We're going to make our way over to hands and knees. Working a little more back body, working the back extensors. Hands are really big and supportive. Give me a little bit of jazz hands. Hands are outwardly pointed. Wrists right underneath elbows, elbows underneath shoulders. Knees are right underneath the hips. Let's go ahead and extend that left leg up high towards the ceiling. We'll flex through the foot, we'll lift, we'll bring it into home. We'll push it away, we'll bring it in. All of your plank rules apply here, so the neck should be long in line with your spine. No looking up to see what's going on, no looking down to see what's going down. I'm just hanging out here, staying level in line with that spine, keeping the core really constricted here. Keeping the belly button pulled up towards your spine. Hey, it's Gert. She had a birthday yesterday. Holding it up at the top and now bringing that leg up just a teeny bit higher. Keeping the glute engaged to keep this out of your lumbar spine. Let's lift for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Leave it high. Let's go ahead and extend. We'll kick it back. Take it away. Bring it in down. Pushing out. Bring it in. Pushing out. Bring it in. Let's do 3, for 2. Last one, leave it long, heels pointed towards the ceiling, and we're just lifting, lifting, lifting. What happened to my support cat? Gertie doesn't need exercise. She's beautiful just the way she is. So one of the fun things about Pilates is we get to move the body in all fun planes of motion. So I'd like to take that leg out wide to the side, and we'll take it back where I found it. Tapping it out, bringing it into home. Tapping away, bring it into home. Tap it out. Bring it home. How about 5? How about 4? 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's go ahead and keep it out wide to the side. We were doing our little lifts before, actively flexing through the foot. Let's take it into that little lift. And we'll retrace our steps. I'll curl that leg in and I'll push it away. Curl it in, take it out. Inhale to bring it in, exhale to push it away. We'll bring it in and push it out for 3 more. For 2. Last one. Dropping the knee, lifting it high, taking it down, taking it up. It's going to be fun when you're bouncing quarters off your tush. It's fun at parties. Not that we have parties nowadays, but when all this is over and we have parties again and you have quarters again, that's going to be awesome. Let's lift for 3. For 2. Hold it up at the top. Give me that tiny little lift, lift, lift. Oh my goodness. Tushy's on fire. Bring it all into home base. I want to take it to the other side. You don't have to change the direction you are. I'm changing the direction I am so you can see my leg better. So coming back into our supported position, hands are big and wide. Let's go ahead and take that new leg towards the ceiling. We'll kick it up. We'll bring it into home. Exhale to push it away. Inhale to bring it back. Pushing out, bring it home, kicking it high. Let's do 5. For 4. For 3. 2, hold it up at the top. We're going to raise the roof. Tiny little lift, lift, lift. Small, slow, controlled movements. Always your best friend. Let's hold it here and let's extend and curl it back. We'll take it away. We'll bring it into home. Exhale to push. Inhale, bring it in, but keep the glute engaged. Let's do 5. For 4. 3. For 2. Last one. Hold it here. It's clawed again. Moral support. Go ahead and take that heel towards the ceiling. Tiny little lift, lift, lift. Oh my goodness. Second side is always a real kick in the ass. Let's go ahead and take that leg wide and we'll bring it back where I found it. I know it. It's crazy, right? Oh my goodness. So helpful. Taking that leg out, bringing it into home. Let's do 3. for 2. So helpful. Last one, support cat. Leave it out there. We're doing those tiny little lifts, itty bitty teeny weeny little lift, lift, lift. And now let's bend and extend. Bring it home, push it away. Home and push and home and push. Let's do 5. For 4, super helpful support cat for 3. For 2, hold it here, tiny lift. Oh my goodness, searing pain in my tush. We're going to drop that leg and lift it high. Let's do 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it into home. Push yourself back into a happy child's pose. Thank you so much for joining me for the butt stuff.